Hey, how's it going, guys? Garcia here with another portfolio update. So in this video, I'm going to break down the portfolio, show any moves that I made today, show the post on Twitter, and give the shout outs at the very end of the video. So let's get to it. So today we closed above 143,000. So we've dipped slightly to $142,974.29 after hours. So we had a pretty good day today. Let's start with the small account. The small account was relatively flat, only up 0.8%. In the past 3 months, we're up 43%. Year to date and all time is up 39.7%. So we're doing pretty well here. Let's see how the covered call that we sold yesterday is doing. So far, we've made 14.7%. And the goal with this call is to make around 60 to 80% by the time we close it. So just gonna be waiting and holding. Let's see. Let's go here. The Roth IRA was actually the diversified portfolio I was dragging yesterday. Ended up actually being the best portfolio today in percent change. So today it went up by 7% today. So we're doing pretty good. It still has a lot to catch up on in the 3 month. It's up 25.8% in the past 3 months, 30% year to date, and all time is 29.9%. So basically 30% all time. Let's see what's going on here. On this one, let's go to total percent change and look at those 3 leaps that I bought on AMD, Amazon, and Tesla up here. I mean, they've already returned quite a bit, and this is where the test of my own patience when it comes to not selling this too early. A big part of me wants to sell it right away. And I think the only thing that would make me sell these leaps earlier than anticipated would be if Palantir goes down to the 26 range, maybe $25 range. I would get rid of all these leaps, and I would probably drop some of the other positions and buy more Palantir, because I think that would be the lower part of the next range between 25 and 35 is where I think Palantir will be bouncing up and down from. So the plan with these leaps is to hold on to them until the RSI becomes overbought, at least on the weekly, if not the daily chart. So here you could see there's been, in the last time it was above this, see this orange bar that's right around the 70 and drops all the way down to the 30s. So between 30 and 70 is this kind of orange bar at the bottom. And over the past 5 years, it's been above this bar once, twice, 3 times, 4, and 5 times in the past 5 years. And it's been on the lower range of this bar only a couple of times. I mean, look at that. The last time, this is when I bought it, when it was in the 40s, in the low 40s. The last time it was in the 40s was back in September 2023. So my plan is going to be to sell this once it becomes overbought. And by then, the strike should be, the stock price should be a lot higher, meaning these leaps should be returning a lot more than 40%. Like I'm talking 200%. I'm talking, going up, 2x, 3x. So that's the plan. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens first. Let's see today's change. BITX was down 4.7%. Rocket Lab actually had a pretty good day today. Rocket Lab went up by 12.7% and still climbing after hours. Look at that. So my investment in Rocket Lab is doing pretty well. I got these shares at $5, so a total return of 17%. Innovix, how are we doing here? It went up 4.5%, but we're still down 23.4% or 24%. This was a starter position. I knew I wasn't going to be catching the bottom on Innovix. I'm just going to wait for a good time to DCA more into this without taking away too much from Palantir. All right. And in the big account, relatively flat today. We're up 0.78% today. In the past 3 months, we're up 56.7%. Year to date, we're up 69.5%. In the past year, 51% and 34% all time. So we're doing pretty dang good now. Things are really kicking in high gear in this account. But I do want to hedge to the downside. Now that I think Palantir is reaching some type of upper range, and I'm not Nostradamus, I'm not guessing where the exact price is going to be. I could be totally wrong, and Palantir is going to be shooting up above their all-time price of like, I think they're, you go to the candlestick, $45. It touched $45 sometime between January 11th and February 5th. So who knows, maybe Palantir does have enough juice to go up there, but in my opinion, it would be very, it would be a little too aggressive. It would bring on a lot more analysts to be talking down on Palantir, calling it overvalued. You might see some downgrades and more bearish analysts, or not bearish analysts, but the institutional money, big money betting against Palantir with shorting it. You might start bringing in those people now that they think it's going to become a lot more overvalued. I would hope it just kind of slowly grinds up and slowly continues moving up. But hey, Pilly's going to do what Pilly's going to do. All right, let's get to it. So, here's your guys' announcement. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. But in 3 hours, catch me on Twitter at Garcia Cap. I'll be doing a Spaces tonight with GoCarp. Follow him if you haven't done so yet. This guy knows all things Palantir and the defense side of Palantir like no other. So we're going to be breaking down JATC2, and we will be just having a conversation. I mean, I don't know as much as I should about the defense. So I collected questions from the community, from people on Discord, and, you know, I'll be asking him these questions on behalf of people who would like to know more about JATC2. So it's more of a question and answer, and we'll try to, you know, break it down so people can understand it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. All right, let's see what's going on in the Twitterverse since the last time I posted. Blah, blah, blah. It was yesterday. Okay, here we go. So Warren Buffett apparently completely sold out of Snowflake, letting retail investors hold the bag. So Pilly really was the fucking best. There's Snowflake. I've been having fun with this Grok animation and creating the images. Here is me asking people, you know, if people have any questions about JATC2. And, you know, so here's kind of like the broad overview. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just the first paragraph. So the Joint All-Domain Command and Control, JATC2, is a U.S. military initiative to integrate all warfighting domains, space, air, land, sea, and cyber, into a single network for real-time data analysis and decision-making. Let's see. Yeah, so, you know, the U.S. military wants to be able to have a single heads-up display, a single pane of glass that they can look through and get all of the information that they need without having to go through each separate branch, each separate domain separately. And I think it's incredible how quickly the military is moving now when it comes to AI data analysis, and what the role of Palantir is going to be in this is what we'll be breaking down. This is a great post from Wendy Anderson. She is Senior Vice President at Palantir, SVP. I hope that's right. So she posted about this. The Department of Defense is getting better at buying tech, and this was one of the excerpts that I found. So companies that are good at aerospace design could participate in building the plane, and companies with AI and autonomy tech could build the software. Similar to Titan, you know, where Palantir is the software, Anduril will be the hardware, and other companies will do other parts of the vehicle. But the fact that this is going to be giving Palantir so many more opportunities, where instead of it being so cut and dry, like, oh yeah, this contract is only for hardware, it's going to be a mix. Now Palantir is going to have way more opportunities to have a piece of the pie. So, it's going to be really good for Palantir's, revenue. Let's see. And Kevin Mark, an employee from Palantir as well. He does software at Palantir. So Palantir and iVerify recently discovered a system-level app installed on millions of Pixel phones that, if enabled, can be trivially exploited to take full control of your device. And here's a quote from the article, is that the vulnerability was first flagged on a device at highly secure Palantir. It's a great description. With iVerify noting, the application runs at the system level and can fundamentally change the phone's operating system, opens a backdoor, making it easy for cyber criminals to compromise the device. Pilly the fucking best. Here, Eliano was on Amit's live stream this morning, and he was talking about the hat and how there's not going to be any fitted hats in the merch store. So let's see.
We're just not going to sell. Like, I'm not going to sell fitted hats, right? Like, I'm sorry, like, this isn't a California surfboard shop. Like, we're not selling fitted hats with flat brims. I appreciate it, love the support, but we're just not going to do it.
Oh no, I think I'm like sad.
There's certain things that we're.
I thought it was pretty funny. Here's the portfolio updates I gave for Twitter. So here I kind of combine all three portfolios, and I give the percent change from yesterday and today, and I give the results for all three. I mean, this is a pretty cool design that Grok did on Twitter. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty dang cool. So to be able to do that without Photoshop is incredible. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping up with my portfolio. I really do appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys are dealing with, or what you're happy about with your portfolio. What have you been buying and selling? And we can chat back and forth. And thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.